Welcome everybody to another video, and UGC limiteds are officially resellable. I'm uploading this video exactly 30 days from the official release of UGC limiteds, which was on April 5th, and now on May 5th, UGC limiteds will start to become resellable. The reason UGC limiteds will become resellable on May 5th is because when you buy a UGC limited, you have to wait a 30-day holding period before you can resell the item. So today will be the end of that 30-day holding period for every item that came out at the release of UGC limiteds. The unofficial first UGC limited was the Helmet of the Fallen Angel with 66 copies and 666 price. So technically this should be the first item to be resellable out of all the UGC limiteds. Also, the first free UGC limited will be resellable as well, and I believe that was the Who's coin with 10,000 copies. So it will be interesting to see what these items end up selling for. On the day that UGC limiteds came out, there were over 100 limiteds created, so a ton of items are going to become resellable. And every day following today will be even more limiteds becoming resellable. There's a lot to unpack here, so make sure you watch until the end to know all about reselling UGC limiteds. Before I get into the main details, I need to make a disclaimer that reselling UGC limiteds will require Roblox Premium, so if you don't have Premium, you will not be able to resell these limiteds. To start things off, if you own any UGC limiteds, to determine when you can actually resell that UGC limited, you will have to check what day and what time you bought that item. The specific time that you can resell a UGC limited will vary for everyone, as exactly 30 days from the time that you bought a limited will be the time that you can resell it. For example, if you bought an item at 5:30 on April 4th, you can then resell that item at exactly 5:30 on May 4th. So keep in mind that it's not the time the item was released, but rather the time that you bought the item is when you can resell it. So some people may be able to sell an item before you actually can. Another big thing about reselling UGC limiteds is the percent you actually get when selling the limited. With normal limiteds, you get 70% of the Robux, and 30% of the Robux goes to taxes. Now with UGC limiteds, you only get 40% of the Robux, 30% goes to the creator of the item, and 30% goes to taxes. So yeah, UGC limiteds are really not good at all for reselling, and it will be almost impossible to profit on any of these. For example, if you buy a UGC limited for 100 Robux, you will have to sell it for 250 Robux just to break even. The nice thing is you can now buy UGC limiteds for 40% off, which I have a video on that, but unfortunately all the early UGC limiteds won't be profit as this wasn't available at that time. And if the 60% tax wasn't bad enough, reselling UGC limiteds gets even worse. If a UGC limited has yet to sell out of its original copies, you can still resell the item, but those original copies will still be buyable to all other users. This was demonstrated with Limited 2.0s that Roblox released right before UGC limiteds, and they have the same features as UGC limiteds. So as you can see, there are two options for everyone. You can either buy an original copy, or you can buy a seller's copy. And clearly this has made items fail terribly, because there's no way possible to profit, as no one's gonna buy your copy if it's selling over the original price. And if all this wasn't enough, UGC limiteds technically get worse. One thing that a lot of people haven't really thought of is, yes, you can sell these UGC limiteds for whatever you want, but the big issue is you're gonna need someone to actually buy your limited. A lot of these limiteds are going to struggle to sell because they won't have any demand and you can't trade them, so what could end up happening is the owners may price war and end up selling the item for cheap. This won't necessarily happen with every UGC limited, but I see it happening with the majority of them. The biggest advice I can give with UGC limiteds is only buy them for looks and never for profit. The only time UGC limiteds will be guaranteed profit is when they come out for free, but even then they will probably only ever sell for like 50 Robux max. Regardless of the not so nice details of reselling UGC limiteds, they will start becoming resellable today, and more will continue to come out as resellable every day forward. It's hard to really give any advice for selling these, but if you do want to attempt to sell any of your UGC limiteds, I'd maybe try and sell them right away to try and sell them for the highest price possible. Well, best of luck when selling your UGC limiteds, and if you aren't selling them, have fun watching your items to see how they perform. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Like the video if you found this helpful, and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos on UGC limiteds. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.